Hello, this is Dragon Tank 1400, and this is All Growing Up, Season 5, Episode 9 review. The name of the episode is Brothers Grimm. Now, this is a pretty simple plot. Basically, Dee Dee, Tommy's mom, takes away Tommy and Dill's TV. There's no TV in the house for even Stu or Dee Dee. And basically, all the other Rugrats, or I guess kids' parents, end up doing the same thing. So we have Chucky, Kimmy, Phil, and Lil, and then Tommy and Dill, all don't have television in their houses. This creates a lot of tension between a lot of the characters have a lot of tension with one another because of this, and we see that Phil loses sleep because he's having dreams and nightmares and all that stuff about television shows, and we see that Chucky's intelligent, and Dill goes to bed really early, so he wakes up really early and has tons of energy. Kimmy kind of loses it at one point, and then Lil gets addicted to gum. I think that's all the characters. Oh, and Stu pretty much loses sleep. He can't sleep, and Dee Dee just she's basically quilting everything. So she becomes so focused on her knitting or quilting. I can't remember which it was, but she becomes so focused on it she doesn't even realize what's going on. So Tommy and the gang come up with a plan to kind of get the television back, and it doesn't turn out as well because Dee Dee's so focused on her knitting that she doesn't see what's happening, that the kids are actually doing something very dangerous and very stupid. Kimmy's idea, by the way, but she ends up realizing it after a few minutes, or I don't know, a half a minute or something. She realizes what's going on and she puts a stop to it. While sorta Dill still does the dangerous zipline stunt, but kind of the point of the whole episode is that the kids actually end up enjoying building the tree house, the tree fort, more than they enjoyed watching television. And the whole thing of actually how they were able to construct it, design wise and everything, was just because Chucky got this intense intelligence. By the way, Chucky screwed up at one point. I can't remember where it was in the episode, but I remember watching it and then watching it again. I was like, oh, this is Chucky's actually wrong about this. Oh, it was the force equals mass times acceleration. He was saying that it was going to have more acceleration, but he's wrong. Acceleration for any falling object that, well, except for air resistance, of course, like a feather or something, is the same for every object. It's the force on impact that's increased by the mass and the acceleration. So the higher the acceleration, the higher the force, and the higher the mass, the higher the force. However, in order to calculate the acceleration, you would have to, since it's a force equals mass times acceleration, in order to calculate the acceleration of the object, you would need the force. So so he was missing a variable there. I don't know. It's not that important. I won't get into I already got into the details already. So there, it's in. Anyway, so I really do from a Christian standpoint, the moral's really good. Myself included, our society really tends to really focus on not so much television anymore, really YouTube videos and video games, a little bit of television. Television is kind of going down in the charts, but basically we kind of, as a society, we need to spend more times outdoors, and building that tree fort must have been really fun and stuff like that. So from a Christian standpoint, it's a good message. We do put our eyes so much on the television that we don't really see what's right in front of us. Anyway, so my problem with this episode really lies with the same kind of problem I had with an earlier episode. I can't remember the name, but it was the career aptitude test one. I can't exactly remember the name of it, but one of my problems with that is that they could have developed each character, but instead they just had them had each character do this like funky thing that really didn't relate much to their personality. And this one kind of sort of the same, like having Chucky get smart, and then like they showed him like not being able to use a remote, which I thought was like kind of stupid, because Chucky's not that stupid. Like he's not like, I knew they wanted to show the contrast between like him being smart and then him being like not as smart, but they made him like basically an idiot at the end. And it was, I don't know, that kind of bothered me about the episode. And the whole thing with like Lil like getting addicted to gum, I guess that was okay. I really liked like Dill and Phil's like kind of reaction to television. That Dill like went to bed early and like got up really early and stuff, and had all this energy, and Phil like had nightmares. You kind of see him really being stressed out. I really like that concept, but I think they could have like taken each character, developed a little bit more. I did like Kimmy's development a little bit in this episode, that she gets kind of frustrated and yells. That's kind of like a fault in her character. So I mean, I thought it was good for the most part. Like the characters were good. Chucky, like, I don't know, it just seemed they made Chucky's such a great character, and they kind of made him like really smart and then really stupid. I don't know. It was, to me, they shouldn't have done all that. But anyway, so I'm gonna give the episode a solid 9 out of 10. The only thing that brings it down is Chucky, and then they could have done more with each character. But the moral's really good and everything. Not much else to say about the episode. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. See you in the next one. Bye.